Good morning, everyone. My name is Genevieve.
Good morning. Hello, Genevieve. Hello, everyone. My name is Karina. And welcome to our next Frag, die Englisch-Expertinnen-Session. Heute haben wir ein besonderes Thema für euch vorbereitet. Es geht um Kuchen, es geht um Kekse und um Bohnen. Aber keine Sorge, wir sprechen nicht über ausgefallene Rezepte, sondern über Redewendungen. Dieses Thema haben wir schon letztes Mal angefangen. Da haben wir über Redewendungen gesprochen, die sich nicht wortwörtlich ins Englische übersetzen lassen. Erinnert ihr euch vielleicht? Wir hatten da das Thema, da haben wir den Salat. Genevieve, you weren't here the last time we were speaking to Todd, but can you imagine what da haben wir den Salat would mean?
That you're eating a very healthy lunch?
Yes, literally it can mean that. In the metaphorical context, it's like, there we go.
Ah, okay.
There we go.
Okay.
And we also spoke about, du gehst mir auf den Keks. Do you have an idea what that is?
You're stealing my cookie?
It's also not about food. I think you see this in the context of your daughter. No, du gehst mir auf den Keks is something like you go on my nerves. You're annoying me.
Ah, you're getting on my nerves. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So today we want to speak about what English idioms there exist that we cannot translate into the German language. But before we start, how are you feeling today, Genevieve?
Well, to be honest, Karina, I'm feeling a little under the weather today.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. So, can you still do the session?
Of course, of course.
You can do the session?
Always.
Okay, Genevieve is under the weather, so we have to be kind to her today. She's not feeling too well. But do all of you know what under the weather actually means? Versteht ihr diesen Ausdruck under the weather? Schreibt es gerne in die Kommentare.
I'm sure you will all be kind and patient.
I think I will go ahead and explain a little bit to make sure. So, under the weather, unter dem Wetter, sie ist nicht ganz fit. Perfekt. Also es ist natürlich nicht perfekt, dass sie nicht ganz fit ist, aber die Übersetzung war schon ziemlich nah dran. Das höre ich im beruflichen Kontext sehr viel, wenn sich Menschen krank melden, dass sie schreiben under the weather. Und ich hatte auch die Wahrnehmung, dass es wetterfühlig ist oder ihr kennt wahrscheinlich auch das Gefühl, wenn es draußen grau und regnerisch ist, fühlt ihr euch einfach nicht so fit, einfach mental nicht auf der Höhe, um 100% zu geben. Und ich habe mich da immer gefragt, hat es wirklich mit dem Wetter zu tun? Also dieser Ausdruck im Englischen? Genevieve, wie ist das?
Jein.
Okay.
So it really means I'm feeling unwell. I'm not 100%. Maybe it's because of the weather, or maybe it's because of a virus, a cold. But it's interesting because we say under the weather, because in the past, when people were on ships out at sea, and if there was a sailor, a Matrose, if there was a sailor that was feeling sick, feeling ill, they couldn't be up on top of the ship. They couldn't be above deck because they were feeling unwell. So the captain would put them below deck. I don't know how you say below deck in German, Karina. How do you say below deck?
Unter dem Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of the ship. Yeah. And then they would be under the weather. So they would be protected from the storm and the wind and the waves. So now we use it just to say that we're not feeling well, we're not feeling 100%. And with colleagues oder Bekannte, it's very useful because you don't need to say what is wrong. You just need to say, I'm feeling under the weather, Punkt.
Okay, alles klar. Ich mache euch einmal kurz eine deutsche Zusammenfassung, weil wir plötzlich über Schiffe gesprochen haben und ihr vielleicht am Montagmorgen noch nicht versteht, warum dieses Thema aufkam. Under the weather hat also nicht direkt mit dem aktuellen Wetter zu tun, sondern diese Redewendung stammt noch von den Matrosenzeiten, als es sehr viele SeefahrerInnen gab. Und wenn ein Unwetter aufkam, war es natürlich sehr gefährlich oben auf dem Schiff. Und deswegen mussten die Matrosen under the weather, also weit weg oder in Sicherheit unter dem Unwetter gebracht werden.
Ganz genau, ganz genau.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling under the weather, but maybe a little quiz can cheer you up.
Oh, for sure, definitely. I'm already feeling better. I'm already feeling better being here
great.
with you and all of our listeners.
Perfect. So then we can start with a little quiz. Seekrank, ja.
Well, maybe the sailors were seasick, so they needed to go under the deck. Maybe that was a reason why they were under the weather. Yeah.
Ja, das kann die ursprüngliche Bedeutung gewesen sein. Heutzutage heißt es einfach nur krank, schlecht drauf, vielleicht auch traurig. Aber das Gute ist, dieser Ausdruck kann einfach so benutzt werden, ohne dass irgendwelche Fragen dazu gestellt werden. Wenn ihr euch also krank melden möchtet auf der Arbeit, aber nicht wollt, dass euch die Kollegen darauf ansprechen, was denn jetzt genau los ist, dann passt under the weather perfekt, auch wenn die Sonne scheint.
Ja.
Okay, dann legen wir jetzt aber los mit dem kleinen Quiz. Und das wird so funktionieren. Ihr bekommt 2 Redewendungen und Genevieve beschreibt eine Situation. Unsere Aufgabe ist es dann, zu schauen, welche dieser Redewendungen besser zu der Situation passt.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to post 2 idioms on the screen. Sorry, my laptop is not playing ball. Oh, that's another idiom. My laptop is not playing ball. Do you know this idiom, Karina? We didn't prepare this one.
Yeah, I think I haven't heard it. I mean, in the context, I understand it's not. In German, it's similar. Spielt nicht mit. It's just not about playing ball, but just playing in general.
Okay. Here we go. I hope it's going to work now. So there's 2 idioms, and one. So A is jump on the bandwagon, and B is hang in there. These are 2 idioms. Now I will tell you a story, and I want you to tell me which idiom suits or fits the story that I'm telling. Okay? And this is for Karina, and it's for all of you to guess. Okay, so A or B. So during the lockdown, a lot of my friends started running and exercising and getting really, really fit. And they wanted to start training for a marathon. And one by one, after the other, lots of my friends started training for this marathon. And if you say that someone starts something and then lots more people decide to do it because someone else has started doing it, we use one of these idioms. If it looks like something is fun or something is new or interesting, and then lots more people join. Now, I did not.
Oh, no.
I'll be honest with you, but lots and lots of my friends joined the friends that had started to train for the marathon. So does anyone know, am I describing friends jumping on the bandwagon or hanging in there? Ooh, lots of different answers.
Yes. I can see where the different answers come from, but let's wait a little bit to give our learners some time to think.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. I see lots and lots of answers. Really, really good. So I was describing jumping on the bandwagon. So someone does something and then other people follow. And I see Beatrice said, auf den Zug aufspringen. So is this the German translation or the German equivalent? Okay.
Yes, it's a pretty similar equivalent, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And a bandwagon, it comes from many, many years ago. And it was like a trailer or a carriage that had like a traveling music band.
Mm-hmm. Ah, a music band. I didn't know this. I thought it's something like a Kutsche.
Yeah, it is, but it originated with these traveling musicians.
Ah, wow.
Ja,
Okay. Also ein Bandwagon war eine Kutsche mit Musiker und Musikerinnen auf der Kutsche drauf.
Yeah,
okay, also like join the band, join the fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that makes way more sense now.
Yeah.
Okay, sehr schön. Und ich kann auch eigentlich verstehen, warum die Leute gedacht haben, es könnte hang in there sein, weil es auch in den generellen Kontext der Situation passt. Nur nicht für den Anfangsmoment, eher für das Ende, richtig? Das heißt, sagen wir mal, am Anfang haben sich alle vorgenommen, yes, wir laufen einen Marathon und alle sind auf den Zug aufgesprungen. They jumped on the bandwagon. But then, not everybody wanted to continue. And some were like, that was fun for 2 days. But actually, I don't know, it makes me so tired to run every day. I don't know if I can do it. And then maybe the other friends who were more motivated or disciplined said, hang in there, you can do it, don't give up. Exactly. Das wäre die Bedeutung dafür.
Yeah.
Also hang in there.
Hang in there, don't let go, don't give up.
Yeah, and now that you do this gesture, Genevieve, I always remember this visually like a Klimmzug, you know, this exercise where you have to, it's a pull-up, I guess, right?
I know it, but I've never done it.
Okay. That's okay. But basically there also maybe it could be like hang in there, like so könnt ihr euch das merken, als würdet ihr an der Klimmzugstange hängen und weiter hängen müssen.
Genau.
Okay, very good.
For the next one. So 2 more idioms. It's a piece of cake or spill the beans. Beiß dich fest. Very good, Anna. For the hang in there, beiß dich fest. That sounds good. Okay, so piece of cake or spill the beans? Welche passt zu meiner Geschichte? So, my friend, I won't say who, but a friend of mine went on a dinner date with a very, very famous actor. I won't say the name of the actor. And she was really, really excited. They went on the date. And when she came back from the date, I said to her, please, please, please tell me everything. I know he's famous and I know maybe you can't, but please, 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 please tell me everything. So which idiom describes me asking her maybe to tell some secrets or to tell something personal from the date? Is it about a piece of cake or is it about spilling the beans?
Was denkt ihr? Genevieves Freundin war auf einem Date mit einem berühmten Schauspieler und sie wollte ihr nicht verraten, worum es ging und wie es war. Und als die Freundin dann nach Hause kam, sagte Genevieve, please.
Wow. Lots and lots and lots of guesses. Okay, brilliant. And I think everyone is correct here. Yeah, so I wanted her to spill the beans. Come on. Like she was trying to be very, very good and to not tell too much. And I said, oh, come on, spill the beans.
Actually, Genevieve, I would like you to spill the beans because you made us so curious about who this actor was.
No.
Oh. You will not, maybe later after the session?
Maybe later, Karina, maybe later.
You should spill the beans. Okay, sehr gut. Also, verraten, worum es geht, is spill the beans. And a piece of cake, why is it not fitting for this situation?
Both idioms have food in them, but piece of cake, it just means easy.
Okay.
That's all it means. And we use this all the time. We used it at the beginning of our session. Like, let's learn some idioms. They're a piece of cake. They are easy to learn. And piece of cake, it's something that we use all the time. And I think in German, would you say kinderleicht? Or
kinderleicht. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's tastier. Okay.
Yeah, it's tastier. And I can also remember this because it's so easy to eat a piece of cake without thinking about anything else. You see it and you eat it. Perfect. It's a piece of cake, literally.
Exactly. Oh, okay. And Albert says ein Kinderspiel. So das ist Englisch, oder?
Das funktioniert auch, ja. Es ist kinderleicht oder es ist ein Kinderspiel. Perfekt.
Genau.
Sehr gut.
Okay. Letzte. So 2 more idioms, 1 story. So the first one is the elephant in the room. That's A. Or B, the cat's pajamas. So both have animals. Okay. Oh, hold on. Before we go on to that, Susan, well, we can go back to that question later, Susan. Okay. So the story is in a company that I worked at before, there was a big story in the news, a big scandal about this company. And we came into work the next day and we had our regular team meeting and everyone was talking, but the manager, our boss, just started the meeting as usual. And then someone said, sorry, can we please talk about what happened in the news, what they said about our company? We can't just have a normal meeting without talking about this big topic. So what do we call this big topic? What do we call this thing that we all wanted to talk about, but nobody was talking about? Was it the elephant in the room or was it the cat's pajamas?
Ich fasse es auch noch einmal kurz auf Deutsch zusammen. Genevieve hatte mal ein Business-Meeting in einem früheren Unternehmen und zuvor war etwas vorgefallen in der Company, etwas Großes und Relevantes. In dem Meeting ging aber alles vonstatten wie immer und man erwähnte nichts, was davor passiert war. Und dann sagte jemand, können wir bitte über dieses Thema sprechen?
Because it was so, everyone was thinking about it and it just seemed so false not to talk about it. I see a mixture. I see a mixture of answers, so many answers, and the correct answer is the elephant in the room. And we use this a lot. We really do in business because you don't want to say it directly. Like, can we talk about the big scandal? You want to say it in a diplomatic way, but an elephant is big. So a big topic. Can we please talk about the elephant in the room? And everyone will know.
Also stellt euch vor, ein riesiger Elefant im Zimmer, im Meetingraum, wo auch immer und keiner spricht darüber. Natürlich wird dann irgendjemand irgendwann sagen, hallo, seht ihr nicht diesen großen Elefanten? Lass uns darüber sprechen. Und dieser große Elefant steht für ein unausgesprochenes Thema.
Ganz genau, aber hallo.
Aber hallo. Very nice, Genevieve. Very nice use of the German language. And the cat's pajamas. I mean, if I had a room with a cat and its pajamas, I would also be like, why are there cat's pajamas? That doesn't work.
Yeah, and I would love to give you a good explanation for why we have this idiom. So basically, the cat's pajamas just means brilliant, wonderful. Like I would say, Karina is the cat's pajamas. Karina is great. She's wonderful. And we did a bit of research about this, and even the expert, the linguists, they don't really know for sure, but just was it back in the 1920s? There was lots of these type of phrases in the jazz scene, and you would often talk about jazz cats and the cat's pajamas and the bee's knees, and it just is kind of silly language just to describe that something is great.
Okay, really. Maybe something is exceptional and very unique. Also einzigartig, weil es jetzt nicht so häufig vorkommt, dass es ein Pyjama der Katze gibt oder the bee's knees, die Knie der Biene, also wirklich etwas einzigartig oder fast Unglaubliches.
Genau.
Okay, genau. Es waren einfach nur lustige Wortspiele, um sowas zu beschreiben.
Genau.
I can actually think of someone now when you say this, because my friend is practicing Kyudo. That's a Japanese Bogenschießen. How would you say this?
Yeah, archery. It's a type of archery.
It's a type of archery. And yeah, he was asked to join the national league in Germany. I was very proud of him. So I could be like, hey, you're the cat's pajamas, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I will tell him later. Yes. He will not understand, but I will explain to him.
Brilliant. And let me just quickly go back to Susan's question. She asks, is easy peasy used in English? Because in German you use it a lot. Yeah. I mean, we do say it, and there's a longer version. Easy peasy lemon
squeezy. I know that one.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. And it's just almost like a cuter way of saying it's a piece of cake. And I saw another question. I hope I can find it. Someone asked a question about, oh yeah, here we go. I think it was Doris. What does to have cake and eat it too? It's a very good question. So we often say she wants her cake and to eat it too, or she's having her cake and eating it too. And it kind of means she wants everything. She wants both. If there's two choices, she wants both. And it's not always possible.
Oh, I can relate to this. And that makes me think of another idiom. So since I was little, my grandpa was telling me, you cannot dance with one butt on two weddings. It's actually a Russian saying. I just translated it literally now into English.
Okay, I don't know that one.
Yeah, well, maybe it's exactly the cake one. Just in Russian, you would say you cannot dance with one butt on two weddings, and it actually describes very well this thing. There are many options, and you want to do everything, but you can't.
Yeah, you have to choose. You have to choose. Okay, will we move on to the next part? So this one, again, we're going to keep it interactive with the quiz. So with these idioms, I will give you no story. I will give you no context. We're just going to give you the idiom, and there will be a space missing. And you have to try and tell me what is missing from the idiom. We'll give you three options. Ah, look, Christa Minnebusch says, man kann nicht gleichzeitig auf zwei Hochzeiten tanzen. I like that.
Ja, sehr gut.
And another question here, just quickly from Beate. Den frühen Vogel fängt der Wurm. It's the same. It's the early bird catches the worm. Very good.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Easy. Sometimes they are directly translated. It's true. Okay, are we ready for this little quiz? Here
Yes,
is
let's do it.
First one. Let's hope my laptop plays ball.
Hang in there.
Would you like to read the options?
Yes. So our first sentence is like 2 peas in a pot, bowl, or stew. Genevieve, maybe could you explain what a stew is to make the choice easier?
I mean, I think it's Eintopf.
Yeah.
Eintopf. So just you have a pot and you have meat and vegetables and a sauce, usually. So yeah, Eintopf for stew.
Mhm. Also 2 Erbsen in einem Topf, einer Schüssel oder einem Eintopf.
Ah, but this is interesting. What does pod mean?
Pod, ein Topf.
No, that's pot.
Oh, what? Interesting. Tell me more about it.
Ooh, God, this is a tricky one. I mean, pod. You can also say it's like a capsule. And I don't want to give away the answer though.
Okay. Okay, we have to wait.
A shorter. I think shorter would be right.
Okay.
Now that's going to give people, I think, a clue. Yeah, now everyone knows. So the correct answer is like 2 peas in a pod, because you say an Erbsenschorte.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 peas in a pod. You're just so close physically, but also maybe mentally, intellectually. You like each other, and you have similar opinions about things. So 2 peas in a pod.
Auf einer Wellenlänge funktioniert das auch?
Ja, aber wir haben auch on the same wavelength.
Ah, okay.
Ja.
Mhm. Vielleicht dann eher so 2 vom gleichen Schlag. Das gibt es auch im Deutschen.
Ah, nein. Would it be that? Oh no, maybe.
It's like it doesn't have to do with hitting here.
Ah, okay.
Don't translate it literally. 2 vom gleichen Schlag ist auch, wir haben hier aus demselben Holz geschnitzt. Auch so schön.
Okay, verstehe.
Oh, und wir haben auch ein Ei gleich dem anderen. Ich glaube aber, das ist etwas anderes, Genevieve. Ein Ei gleich dem anderen ist es eher eine physische Ähnlichkeit, würde ich sagen. Und aus demselben Holz geschnitzt geht mehr in die Richtung auf einer Wellenlänge.
Genau.
Was meinst
Ganz
du? Ja?
Genau. Ja,
Mhm.
ganz genau.
Okay.
Are you ready
Super.
for the next one? So the next one is to kill 2 flies with 1 stone, to kill 2 fish with 1 stone, or to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So all the options are not very nice, but okay.
That's a tricky one.
It is a tricky one. Okay. I see lots of flies and lots of birds. Okay, so the correct
Nobody thought about fish. It must be something flying. What is the right answer, Genevieve?
Birds. To kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And the German, Karina?
2 Fliegen mit einer Klatsche schlagen. Und deswegen haben von euch auch viele gedacht, es wären Fliegen, aber nein, wir haben euch reingelegt.
Ja, genau.
Im Englischen sind es Birds. Und wir haben eine Karte gefunden, auf der aufgelistet war, welche Tiere mit welchem Gegenstand getötet werden, natürlich in dieser Redewendung nur, in den verschiedenen europäischen Ländern. Und es ist wirklich interessant, weil manchmal sind es Fliegen, Hasen, Vögel, manchmal sind es Steine oder was gab es noch? Also natürlich die Klatsche. In manchen Ländern werden auch 2 Waffen, genau. 2 Stücke Fleisch auf einem Grill geroastet. Also
Genau.
sehr ähnliche Redewendungen, aber da müsst ihr aufpassen. Es sind unterschiedliche Tiere.
And I see Anna, so she's written the correct German one, 2 Fliegen mit einer Klappe. But what about this one from Susan? Gleich 7 auf einen Streich? I don't know that one.
Yeah, I think it's not so common, but
Okay.
you can also use it.
Okay. Cool. Okay, are we ready for the next one?
Yes,
Would you
let's
like
go.
to read? You can read this one.
Okay. So the next one is, you can't judge a cook. You can't judge a cook either, but you can't judge a book by its cover, title, or size.
Uff, Albert. So schnell. Wow. So many people are very confident that you can't judge a book by its cover. Now I'm wondering, what is the German? Okay, so most people have this right. So you can't judge a book by its cover. So if you just look at a book, you shouldn't think, I know what's inside, because maybe there's something very, very different inside. And we talk about people this way. So if you look at someone and you think, I don't like their clothes, so maybe I don't like them. No, that's not very nice. But you should always, get to know the person and look a little bit deeper and not just, what do you say, oberflächlich? I can't say that word right.
Oberflächlich is superficial.
Superficial, oberflächlich. And the interesting thing is, I know Susan said you can't judge a book by its title, and this makes sense. I mean, of course, you just see the title or you hear the title and you think, I won't like that book. That makes total logical sense. And so does you can't judge a book by its size. But the idiom, the picture that we've had for many, many years in the language is you can't judge a book by its cover. So what would you say in German?
Ich habe ehrlich gesagt keine 1:1 Übersetzung, aber wir können es umschreiben. Wir können sagen, du kannst jemanden nicht nach Äußerlichkeiten bewerten. Der äußere Schein trügt oder der Schein trügt. Ja. Ja, das ist sehr gut. Das ist zwar nicht direkt auf das Buch bezogen, also nicht wortwörtlich übersetzt, aber genau. Das, was du am Anfang siehst, ist vielleicht nicht das, was es wirklich ist. Das geht auf jeden Fall in die Richtung.
Okay. Okay, are we ready for the next one? So the next one is, get your frogs in a row, get your ducks in a row, and get your bees in a row. Which one is correct? Frogs, ducks, or bees? I see Marin. Okay, quack, 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 ribbit. Quack, quack. Wow. Okay.
That's your favorite idiom, right, Genevieve?
I do use this. I really do. Okay. So for everyone who quacked, so for everyone who said duck, you are correct. So to get your ducks in a row. And this really is just to get organized. And I did look this up. So it comes from billiard, from
what?
yeah, from playing pool or snooker.
Okay.
And apparently, angeblich, the balls that you play with, they're called, nickname is ducks.
Okay. Also die Billardkugeln werden auch Ducks genannt.
Ja, Ente. Yeah.
But do you know what I think? That also the reason why they might be called ducks actually comes from the animal duck, because the mother duck actually brings the ducks in a row, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I saw a funny gif about a duck trying to get her baby ducks in a row, and every time they were in the water, and every time this duck dives down, she dives up somewhere else, and the ducks are always lost. Oh. So she couldn't get her ducks in a row, literally.
Okay, and in German, what would you say for ducks in a row?
Vielleicht Schäfchen ins Trockene bringen. It kind of goes to this direction. It's a little bit different. It's like put everybody in safety, rather in safety than in order.
Okay, before you go to sleep, you need to get all the sheep into the barn, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I see Susan, alles wieder auf die Reihe kriegen.
Auf die Reihe bringen is when something was maybe broken or wrong and you need to fix it again.
Yeah,
it's a little
maybe
bit different.
More, right? It's a little bit different. It was chaotic, and then you're bringing it in, like you're kind of creating order again. Im Gänsemarsch von Gunther?
Im Gänsemarsch ist, wenn, ist wirklich die Aktion, wenn die Enten, Gänse, was auch immer, oder Menschen hintereinander herlaufen. Wenn zum Beispiel eine sehr schmale Straße ist und wir laufen alle im Gänsemarsch.
Okay.
Ja, hier geht es aber eher darum, etwas zu organisieren.
Okay.
Also, how would you say, like, for example, if I have many projects, and Genevieve, maybe you tell me, Karina, get your ducks in a row, and then we speak in the next meeting in a more structured way.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, exactly right. Okay, last one is, would you like to read this one?
Sure. The last one is, take it with a grain of wheat, rice, or salt. Was denkt ihr? Salt?
Okay. Wow. Okay. Most people are going for salt, some rice, some wheat, and the correct answer is salt.
Very good. I don't want to applaud too loud. I'm afraid in the microphone it will hurt your ears. But feel the applause.
And in German, what would you say?
Etwas mit Vorsicht genießen.
Genießen. Huh.
Do you know what genießen means?
Is it like to enjoy?
Yeah.
But in the way that we use it today, it's more like to listen, but maybe don't believe everything. Maybe we shouldn't say too much, but that kind of meaning.
Yeah, for example, it can be. Just be careful. Yeah, be attentive. Watch out.
Yeah. Even if you hear something, maybe it's not true, or maybe not all true, for example.
Yeah. In the business context, you might refer to in the context of statistics. So, every time you look at statistics or also news, maybe, you can believe them, but you need to check some criteria to make sure the data is true, or the data really shows you what you want to see.
Yes, exactly. Where did they get their statistics? Where did they get the data for the statistics? You need to be careful before you believe it or before you tell someone else.
Exactly. Okay, very good.
Wow, excellent. So I think it's the last part. We've only got a few minutes, so please just stay a couple more minutes. The last quiz. And Karina, do you want to explain how this will go?
Yes, this is the final quiz, das letzte Quiz. Hang in there. Wir geben euch gleich 3 Situationen und die Antwort kann eine beliebige Redewendung sein, die wir heute besprochen haben. Das heißt, jetzt sehen wir, wie gut ihr aufgepasst habt, aber ihr könnt natürlich auch in den Kommentaren nochmal hoch und runter scrollen, um die Antwort zu suchen. Und versucht die richtige Redewendung zu finden oder einen Teil davon. Auch wenn ihr nur ein Stichwort habt, ist das schon mal ein super Start. Genevieve, bist du bereit?
Yeah, finish. Okay, so I will describe a situation and then just which idiom that we already showed you am I describing? Before I go on sabbatical, I need to get everything organized. I have to finish all my tasks. I have to prepare a handover for my colleagues. I have to clean my apartment. I have to rent out my apartment. I have to pay all my bills. I have to organize everything. So what idiom would I use instead of saying all of these things? Oh, Sigrid, Susan, Wow, okay. We're going to go quickly through these, so I don't want to hold you up for too long. So the correct answer is... Very good.
Genevieve needs to get her ducks in a row. Perfect.
Okay, Karina, your turn.
Okay, so my friend says he loves the new yoga classes he goes to, and I should definitely join. The little problem is that this friend loves anything. Each teacher is the best teacher. Each class he goes to is the best class. Everything is fun and amazing. So I'm not sure if I can really rely on his recommendation. I need to take it.
And maybe, so if he says that everything is amazing, then, is it really amazing?
We don't know.
Okay. I know this is difficult because you need to type more. So I'm just going to give it to you because I already see that Sigrid and Michael and Uli, wow, and Doris, so many people. So I'm going to post Sigrid. So
perfect.
Karina, you need to take what your friend says with a grain of salt.
Okay, I will do so.
Good.
But I'm also excited about everything, so maybe I will go to the classes. All right.
Okay, brilliant. The last one. Karina and I get on really, really well. And especially when we're preparing the session together. When we're preparing the session, I have an idea and Karina says, oh, that's such a good idea. Or Karina has an idea and I say, oh, I wanted to say that idea as well. And yeah, we get on very well. And sometimes we have the same, we have the same ideas about how to do the session and how to work together. Yes, excellent, Susan, Beatrice, and everyone else who's typing the correct answer. I can hear you. I can hear you all typing the correct answer.
We are two peas in a pod, which is not a top.
No, that's pot. Pod. Heute. I've learned that word now as well. Okay, this is so brilliant, so brilliant. Thank you so much. And just for the last thing to say, Karina, what do we have to announce? What do we have to tell everyone today?
Imagine that soon it's already our 100th session. It's coming up on February 21st. Am 21. Februar ist schon unsere 100. Session. So lange seid ihr schon dabei. Also danke fürs Mitmachen und fürs Dabeisein. Und wir möchten natürlich auch mehr von euch hören und wissen, worüber ihr mehr lernen möchtet. Deswegen schreibt in die Kommentare Fragen, die ihr habt oder Themen, die ihr behandeln möchtet. Und in dieser Session möchten wir dann alle eure Fragen, wenn wir es schaffen zeitlich, sonst müssen wir einfach die nächste noch dazu nehmen, alle Fragen beantworten.
Yeah, so you can already today, if you have any questions or if you didn't understand something completely today after the session, you can write in the comments and we can read them later. Next session, you can also just write them in the comments, even if it's not connected to the topic. We will save all of your questions for the special session on the 21st of February, or you can put them into the feedback form, which I will also post for today. And that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Karina.
Thank you too. It was fun as always. Danke euch allen. And I'd say, after a while, crocodile.
See you later, alligator.
Bye.
Bye.